Story 1. King Arthur Baking Company is employee-owned, so they do not have to answer to shareholders and are not solely profit-driven. They have high-quality products and provide many free resources to bakers from their test kitchen. The Vermont Store and Baking School are a delight. They run programs to support local bakeries and provide baking education to children. I used their flour for years, and learning about who they are as a company made me appreciate them even more. Story 2. Newman's Own. The foundation continues Paul Newman's commitment to use all the money received from the sale of Newman's own products to support children, their families, and their communities. Story 3. Timpson in the United Kingdom. They cut keys, dry clean, and make men's shoes. They hire many ex-prisoners and will dry clean a suit for free if you are going for an interview and are homeless or cannot afford it. The new government introduced him to the House of Lords and gave him a position which I was really glad for. I think it has broken down since then. Story 4. Framework. A computer manufacturer that focuses on making laptops durable, reparable if they break, user-serviceable so they last longer, and providing long-term support for inevitable replacements like batteries. Story 5. Valve has its own set of failures, but many of its decisions genuinely benefit the community and its customers. Story 6. Penzi Spices is a Wisconsin-based spice company that makes high-quality products. The company has a chief executive officer who is very outspoken on political and social issues. Story 7. I think Mark Cuban has a company where you can purchase prescription drugs for much cheaper by cutting out the middleman. Story 8. Patagonia has solid environmental and labor practices and gives back through grants. They are not perfect, but when they make a mistake, they own up to it and fix it. They make high-quality, durable products. They also support a second-hand market on their main website. Story 9. Costco treats their customers and employees with respect. They do not try to overcharge people for profit. Story 10. Chelsea Milling Company has received offers from debt financing companies and corporations interested in taking over the company. Holmes stated that he prefers to maintain local control, saying in an interview, "I didn't want a 28-year-old brat from Wall Street telling me how to run my company." He also said that the company's local nature contributes to customer loyalty. Story 11. Chewy provides the best customer service I have ever encountered. I once made a mistake and ordered 2 bags of food when I needed only one because I was switching my dog's food and forgot to cancel the old order. Both bags arrived. I asked if I could return the unopened bag at my own shipping cost and possibly get a refund. They refunded me with no questions asked and told me to donate the extra food to a shelter. I have heard many stories about how understanding and caring they are when a pet passes away. Story 12. Many small arts companies are quite good, and since they are not all profit-driven, they often struggle. Support local arts if you can. Story 13. There is a restaurant where I live that is owned by a man who supports the local soup kitchen and has helped other restaurant owners through difficult times. Their food is always delicious. I share this to suggest that local businesses, though not all, are often the best place to find the answer. Story 14. Steam, always solid technology-wise, and Gabe Newell is a chief executive officer who really understands the gamer's perspective. Story 15. Bosch makes quality electronics. 92% of their profit goes to charity, and the other 8% is owned by the Bosch family. Story 16. It is not hard to find corporations or companies that do a lot of objectively harmful things in the name of making money. However, it is also worth looking for companies that do the opposite. I say this after recently embracing Steam for gaming instead of PlayStation. The service I have received from Valve, the company behind Steam, has been absolutely wonderful and a breath of fresh air compared to Sony. Story 17. Blackmagic Design shipped damaged gear to the United Kingdom and back for free and fixed my issue during COVID-19 lockdowns. I did not incur any cost for this. They also give people access to very powerful video editing software for free if you make your own content and pay once you use it for professional use. Story 18. I work for General Dynamics Information Technology. I have been very impressed with the company. When my team of 12 people was acquired by General Dynamics Information Technology, a subordinate manager had a parent go into hospice care and needed family medical leave to care for her father. According to federal guidelines, An employee must have worked 1,250 hours during the 12 months prior to the start of leave. Since we were just hired by the company, my teammate did not qualify. I called human resources, and they immediately waived the requirement and told me to give her as much time as she needed. Within 2 weeks, another member of my team had the same problem. Again, corporate granted us as much time as we needed. They even offered to send floral or edible arrangements to the families, whatever we wanted. Then my wife had a cancer scare and needed an immediate hysterectomy. Aside from the hospital stay, she needed 6 weeks of post-operation recovery. Again, General Dynamics Information Technology allowed me to work from home to take care of my wife and daughter. As a mid-level manager, they routinely share openings for people to move up and around and offer training and professional development for my team. They paid for me to attend a project management professional boot camp, members of my team to attend conferences, schools, and other events. They routinely allow me to give spot bonuses, raises, and incentives to my team. In fact, I am organizing a training event next week and agreed to pay for catering breakfast and lunch for 40 people. They really seem to care about our people and empower me as a manager. I am very impressed with them. Story 19, Costco. I worked there for a while in one of their offices. I had taken leave when my twins were born early. They were extremely understanding and tried to work with me during a time when I was struggling. Their return policies are very clear. They make most of their money from the membership fees. At times, when I compared the cost they pay for items versus the price they sell them for, the amounts were nearly the same. Story 20. Tekton tools are traditional craftsman hand tools. They come with an excellent lifetime warranty and provide clear information about where each tool is made. The quality is tangible and can be felt in your hand. Story 21. Lee Valley Tools. Family-owned and ensures that the highest-paid worker never makes more than 10 times the wage of the lowest-paid worker. Story 22. Bob's Red Mill. His products are great. He died recently and left the entire business to his employees. Impressive. Story 23. Wegmans is consistently rated as one of the best places to work in the country. Their prices are higher than other grocery stores, but you get what you pay for. The quality and selection far surpass anything else I have seen in the Northeast United States. Story 24. Chobani. The owner, Hamdi Alukaya, is one of the rare, good chief executive officers who reinvests more money into his employees and the community he helped revitalize than most other chief executive officers. He once gave a TED Talk on how to make profits without sacrificing your morals. I wish more people had watched it. Olukaya's approach redefines success. Prioritize people, engage with communities, and be accountable to consumers. Story 25. Chobani. I am not sure if this is still the case, but I remember seeing a news story or special where the founder of Chobani took the company public and gave shares to all the employees who helped him build it up to what it was. He made all his committed factory workers instant millionaires. It was really great. Story 26. Quick Trip Gas Stations. Former employee Don is extremely good to his workers. While I was overworked at my particular store, I cannot sing enough praises about the actual company. Story 27. In-N-Out Burger has always treated its employees, called associates, and customers, called guests, with respect. The workers are well compensated, and the menu items are priced fairly. The food quality has been consistent since 1945. The company spends very little on advertising and is not beholden to shareholders. They are old school in many ways and promote only from within. If you want to run a store earning a salary of $150,000, you need to start at the bottom like everyone else. One caveat: they donate significant amounts of money to the Republican Party. Story 28. I suppose Proton Mail. They offer free email services and protect your data at no cost. As far as I am aware. That and maybe IKEA. Story 29. Wawa. I have multiple friends who currently work there or have worked there, and they have said great things about how the company treats its employees. Story 30. Concept 2 makes the gold standard rowing machine. High-quality equipment holds its value very well, so you can buy or sell one new or used for close to the same price. I have never had any problems with my machine, and customer service has a great reputation for helping users troubleshoot issues. Replacement parts are reasonably priced. Use their application to log your workouts, and they will send you free merchandise at milestone workouts every 1 million meters rode. The founders transferred full ownership to a perpetual purpose trust earlier this year to ensure it never falls into the hands of private equity, preserving company values. Such a great company. Story 31. I think Buc-ee's. According to the signs outside, they pay their employees very well, especially for a truck stop. They are a large company from Texas, so I would not be surprised if they supported some politician I do not agree with. Story 32. If you live in New England, DOESN Market Basket is a good choice. They pay their employees decently, offer excellent benefits, and their prices are lower than other stores. For example, the same jar of Cane's mayonnaise that I bought at Star Market costs $1 less at Market Basket. Much of the company's success is due to the current chief executive officer, Arthur T. DeMoulis. Several years ago, his cousin tried to force him out and take over the company. The staff, although not unionized, went on strike, and their passionate customers shopped elsewhere but showed support by placing their receipts on the store doors. Eventually, Arthur T. was reinstated. Recently, there has been a corporate dispute, and Arthur T. DeMoulis is on paid administrative leave due to concerns about whether he has made succession plans. Story 33. Hello Games has been patching No Man's Sky for 8 years now, all for free. People even bought a billboard near their office to thank the Hello Games team. Story 34. L'Oreal is one of the few companies that truly do not conduct animal testing. They hold patents for some of the most advanced synthetic skin in the world. Story 35. Aldi, Waffle House, Casey's General Stores, Costco, and many more. If they are family or employee-owned, they will typically be better, not always, because there is no fiduciary responsibility to make a profit for shareholders. Story 36. Well, I wanted to say Dyson, but their flagship product is not very good. Story 37. Highly concentrated in Florida. Better than the Planet of the Vape Shop. Little Caesars Pizza, known for speed and price. Micro Center for computer parts. Story 38. Lego is one of the better companies. They pay a lot to the Danish infrastructure, actively support projects to make the world green, and have a great work ethic even by Danish standards. They might not be the best company, but they certainly are not bad either. Story 39. I used to work for a large nationwide insurance company, and they were as unethical as one would expect. Then I went to a regional mutual insurer, and it was a completely different experience. They genuinely wanted to pay people's claims and make them whole. I was happy to help. Story 40. Rivian has done many good things. For an automobile company, it seems they genuinely want to perform well, which is refreshing. Story 41. Chewy. Whenever you cancel a plan because a pet passes away, they send you a sympathy card and flowers. Story 42. Organic Valley and Organic Prairie are both farmer-owned cooperatives. My family is a member. I highly recommend them. Story 43. Lego provides excellent customer service. You can actually talk to a person who speaks English. If you do not receive every piece, they replace them free of charge. Story 44. Half-price books. You simply walk in and buy used books at a reasonable price. They keep it straightforward and do not use false advertising. It is just a bookstore. Story 45. Minute Burger is a burger chain in the Philippines. They support human artists and have hired some artists to protest against artificial intelligence art. Story 46. Homeboy Industries. Homeboy Industries is the largest gang rehabilitation and reentry program in the world. For over 30 years, we have stood as a beacon of hope in Los Angeles, providing training and support to formerly gang-involved and previously incarcerated people, allowing them to redirect their lives and become contributing members. Story 47. Concept 2 is the gold standard in the industry. Their products are built like tanks, fully replaceable and serviceable. Additionally, the owners recently sold the company to an independent trust to ensure it adheres to its original philosophy instead of catering to shareholders. Story 48. Zipline. I have worked there for 9 years now. We are making delivery drones that are delightful rather than annoying. We have used our system to meaningfully improve healthcare systems in several African countries and saved thousands of lives in the process. As a company, I have felt overwhelmingly valued and supported the entire time I have been there. Employees are expected to take extreme ownership of whatever they are working on and are encouraged to bypass any levels of the organizational chart as needed to get work done. Story 49. Orvis, a fly fishing outfitter and apparel company, is family-owned. Employees earn a living wage. The company supports conservation efforts and provides many educational resources free of charge. Story 50. Patagonia. They sell good quality products with a warranty they stand behind. They are also doing quite a bit to preserve nature and help the planet. Story 51. What I notice is that most of the companies mentioned in this comment section are not publicly traded. The ones that are listed on a stock exchange are outliers. Story 52. Small ones. Your local small business, your incorporated mom and pop, is far less evil than Super Mega Corporation Incorporated. Story 53. A company 100% owned and managed by the workers democratically. Any other company is inferior. Even the company mentioned above ultimately falls short until every company in the world operates in this way, but they might be excused for doing what they can along the way. It depends on their profit motive and organizational structure. Story 54. A dog and cat shelter in Chicago, one tail at a time, has a mutual aid resource. Take what you need, leave what you can, including food, leashes, pet clothes, and unused litter boxes. They truly believe money should not limit you from having pets. Story 55. I've always found Sennheiser to be impressive. I don't think they are perfect, but they understand that treating their customers well builds a good reputation and good business. Also, Bravado had a small issue with an order I made, and the owner responded within 20 minutes and sent me a free bottle. Try the ghost pepper and blueberry sauce. I can't eat a cheeseburger without it now. Story 56. Dick's Burgers in Seattle offers high wages, good benefits, shockingly fast service, and delicious, affordable burgers. This is proof that a company can succeed when its management is not solely focused on extracting value. Story 57. Discount Tire is excellent. They will repair my tires for free, provide great customer service, and are very honest about the condition of my tires. I have gone there thinking I needed new tires, and they told me my tires were fine. I will only buy tires from this place. Story 58. Zippo has never reduced their quality or sold out in any way. They stand by their product and will repair your lighter for free, even decades later if you have a problem. Story 59. I like Chewy. They sent my cat a handwritten birthday card. I have also heard they send flowers to people who have lost their pets. Story 60. Amazon is a large corporation. Being a manager at Whole Foods is a good position. I am a department manager, not a store manager, and I earn just under $40 per hour. There are jobs that pay more, but I only manage for employees and have easy-to-meet performance metrics. I have great insurance, both medical and dental. I receive a good amount of paid time off, currently 4 weeks per year, as well as annual performance-based wage increases. Although Amazon owns my company, the company takes care of us, at least at my level. Story 61. Penzeys Spices. Not only do they sell every spice under the sun for cooking and baking, but they also have this on their website. Watching the slow decline of the Republican Party over the last half-century and the steep decline over the last decade, it can be easy to see the nonsense that has overtaken the party as pretty much random. Once you start seriously looking at the problems America and the world face and who and what are standing in the way of solving those problems, it quickly becomes clear there is nothing random in what the Republicans are promoting. The Republican departure from conservative values and embrace of what, from a distance, looks a whole lot like insanity did not happen by chance. All of it has been intelligently crafted with the goal of preserving the position of those who profit from the inhumanity that is at the very roots of almost every problem we are facing. From the environment to racism and discrimination to health to saving our democracy at home and growing it abroad, half the time Republicans are intentionally blocking the solution to the problems we face. The other half of the time, they are the problem we face. The truth of our time is we have arrived at the point where there is no way to respect the nonsense the Republican Party is promoting and have any hope of overcoming the problems we as a nation and as a planet face. Given the choice between saving America and planet Earth or saving the feelings of Republican voters, we are choosing to side with saving our country and our world. I am sorry it has come to this. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.